Hey, what's up guys, ChillaDeX here, welcome back to more Fate Stay Night, Real to Nua, Heaven's Feel. Last time we started off Heaven's Feel, and we actually walked Sakura home this time, unlike the Fate route, where we had Fujine take her home. And then she was acting weird when she saw the bruise or the forming command spell on her hand. Which makes me think she knows a lot more than we originally thought. But we'll just have to see. Anyway, after school part-time job, Tosakarin 1. "20 minutes after taking the bus from my school, I arrived at the neighboring town of Shinto across the bridge."
なんだ、まだ5時前か。少し時間があるな。
Miyama City is a residential district, so there's no part-time jobs there. But the developing Shinto has many available. The school approves of students having part-time jobs, so I work a few easy ones. I prefer hard physical labor that ends as quickly as possible. Yeah, well, I don't know, I guess it depends. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone as it builds my body while I get paid for it. True. Today's job is a simple loading job from 5 to 8 o'clock. Even though it's only 3 hours, there's 6 hours worth of work to do. They make you run around without a minute's rest. That sounds rough. So I should rest when I can, even if it's just for 10 minutes. I'm assuming something here is going to change if it's not giving us the option to skip it. It's a waste of energy walking around until my job, so I guess I'll rest in the park. What's gonna happen? This park among the buildings is like a big field. The park should be filled with people like families and lovers on weekends, but it's empty here now. No, this place is always desolate.
相変わらずだな、ここは。
Ah, the sight of the tragedy. I'm a bit sad. The utterly neglected grounds looks awful compared to the neatly organized surroundings. The desolate area makes the wind feel cold. This is the remains of the conflagration 10 years ago, and this is the place where I was saved from burning to death.
なんで芝生とか植えないんだろう。いつまでもこのままってのはもったいない。
Maybe it can't grow. Never know. It's a large area, so if they retiled it, the park would get bigger. Thinking absent-mindedly, I sit down on a bench. I stare at the burned land to pass the time. I don't remember what happened here back then. All I can remember is that it was hot and I couldn't breathe. And that people died trying to save others.
どうしてそうなのかな。
For example, an adult tried to save a child from a burning house. He saved the child, but died in its place. For example, there are people who had their throats burned but gave what little water they had to one guy, and the others died. For example, there was someone who ran alone to get away from the fire as fast as possible, and everyone that he passed on the way died. Oh, that was referring to himself! I'm pretty sure that last one was referring to him. And for example, people who died because they gave away something that was saving them, only to save others they didn't even know. I didn't like things like that, and no one does. It makes me mad that those who tried hard were sacrificed. Am I greedy to want an ending where everybody is safe and happy? Honestly, yeah. Like, it's a nice sentiment, but in essence, it's very greedy. All I wanted was to see people relax peacefully. So why couldn't I manage such a simple thing?
それは難しい。シロの言っていることは誰も彼も救うということだからね。
Kiritsugu answered so to the question as I asked as a child. Of course, as a child, I denied it. Because Kiritsugu saved me. I knew he was a sorcerer who could do anything. Not anything, Shiro. Not anything. I knew he was a superhero who couldn't ignore people in need, who saved them for no benefit. So I believed Kiritsugu could have saved everyone back then. When I told him that, he made a troubled expression and said something that I remember to this day.
シロ、誰かを救うということは誰かを助けないということなんだ。いいかい？正義の味方に助けられるのはね、正義の味方が助けた者だけなんだよ。
I understand that. It's obvious now that he said it. Let's say there's a robber and some hostages, and the robber intends to kill the hostages. With normal methods, most of the hostages will be killed. Even if you use a miraculous method to save all the hostages, there will still be one person who isn't saved. That, of course, is the robber whose hostages were rescued. The people a superhero saves are only those he decides to save. That's why even God cannot save everyone.
それが天才ならなおさらだ。誰であろうと全てを助けるなんてできなかった。
It's unfortunate, but it's true. The fire 10 years ago was like that. Hey, Wise. It's not something I, who was miraculously saved from it, can talk about now.
けど嫌だ。
I don't want such a thing. I don't want help that has a limited capacity. You have to help no matter how impossible it is. I can't stand to have strangers dying around me like back then. So if I had been there 10 years ago, even if it was impossible, I would have gone into the fire and...
そのまま無駄死にしてたろうな。間違いなく。
Yep. That's for certain. Jeez, I'm hopeless. Yeah, you are, aren't you?
ぼんやりしてたら5時になっちまった。
Yeah, don't want to be late. I'm still waiting for something to be different here. Everything's been the same so far. The 5 o'clock bell rings. I stand up and quickly make my way to work. I imagine it's gonna happen right here, where we see Rin. When my job's done, the sun is already set. It's a bit before 8. I finished 10 minutes early because I worked too hard. It seems I worked frantically since I went to that place before work. Yeah, going to the site of where you almost died and seeing hundreds upon thousands of people die next to you. It'll probably make you pretty antsy. Don't blame ya. Here in front of the station, the night's just getting started. There are lots of people and a constant flow of cars on the road.
藤姉にお土産はいいか。
Yeah, no, she doesn't need anything. I walk looking up at the lighted building. It's the biggest building in Shinto, so I can't see the top clearly. I just gaze up the building, just enjoying the night scenery. Huh? When I think I see something out of place.
なんだ今の。
A little red blob. I stop and stare at the rooftop. I focus my eyes, looking at the thing as small as a grain of rice. Motherfucking Rin. It looks like someone I know. Why is she there? What would she be doing there? Oh, you know, being Batman. With her long hair fluttering and doing nothing, she looks down at the town. Doesn't seem like she notices me down here. That's not right. No, there's no way she could see me. She's so high up that I, with better eyesight than most, can barely see her by improving my vision with magical energy. I can recognize her since she's standing there alone. There's no way she would notice me down here among all these people. She's just looking down at the town. Are you sure about that, Shiro? Maybe she's looking for something, as I can feel her sharp stare even down here. I forget about time and keep looking up at the girl standing in the sky. She's on top of a tall tower. She's like a witch, looking down at the earth with the moon behind her. And she's gone. And then she must be done with whatever she was doing, as she disappears. The figure has disappeared and the scene returns to the beautiful view of the night.
今の遠坂だったのかな?
Indeed it was. I have no proof, but I think I'm right. There aren't many girls with looks that stand out that much. And more than that, I'm not stupid enough to mistake a girl I secretly admire. Oh, Shiro, you hopeless man.
そうか。にしても
But still... Well, it's... Tosaka sure has strange hobbies. Yeah, I guess hanging out on a roof would be a bit weird. Hey, Tom's who is Tosaka already. Oh, man. I returned to Miyama City. Unlike Shinto, it's really quiet here as if it were midnight already.
さくら、大丈夫かな?
I'm gonna guess we're gonna bump into her, right? She seemed to be feeling better, but since she came to my place to make dinner, I think I've made her push herself again.
ちょっと様子見てくるか.
Okay, here's the difference, because everything in that section had been the same, but I guess this is where things change up a bit. It's not like I'll achieve anything by going to her house now, but it should make me feel better than doing nothing. Okay. Another one of those heckin' bots. Get... Ban. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, this house is still creepy. There's nothing wrong at her house. That window that was lit up before is out. There's no sign of the strange foreigner Sakura was talking about. And the lights are on only in Sakura and Shinji's rooms as usual. But do you trust it, though? Is the real question. Wait a minute. Then what was that light yesterday? Was there someone other than Sakura and Shinji in the house? Or, you know, maybe they just left the light on? The real haunted house is this house. It's looking like it.
もし何かこの家に用があるのかね?
Who dat? I spin around. In the darkness of the night, as if hiding in the sound of the bugs, a figure is standing. Who? Okay, this is a new character for me. He's an unfamiliar old man. He must be really old, but he has sharp eyes and a presence that doesn't match his small body. Could this be... This might be the old man from the other, mage family that started the Holy Grail War. I don't remember what their name was. I can't remember the name of the other family. Perhaps it's a difference in years we have lived, but he has a dignity that pressures me. Yeah, the Mockeries.
なぜ答えん? 答えねばこちらで決めつけてしまうぞ。 ではさくらが言っておった不審なよそ
No,
者
no,
が
no,
お
no,
前
no,
さ
we're
ん
not,
だ
we're not
ということで
blonde-haired
よいか
weirdo.
な
No, that's not us. Sakura? Or maybe it's their grandfather. Yeah, it could be the Mato's grandfather. Then, could this person be...
参ったの孫の頼
Okay,
みだ
it's just... Okay.
見過ごしておくわけにもいくまい見ず知らずのお前さんには申し訳ないが
No,
少し
well,
痛い目にあってもらわねばな
Sakura, Shinji? I don't even care if it's Shinji that saves me at this point, but I could use some help here.
念のため聞いておくが潔く公僕の厄介になる気はないか
No, I think you've made a jump in conclusions. The unknown old man asked me such a question. There's no mistake. This is the first time I've met him, but he must be...
いや違います。俺はシンジの同級生でさくらとは知り合いで散歩がてらに様子を見に来たエミヤシロというものです。
Hopefully he buys it. I mean, it's the truth, but hopefully he believes it.
ああそうかシンジとさくらの知り合いかそれは邪魔をしたなどれ二人を呼んでこようそれとも夕飯を馳走されるかね
Dude, your eyes are freaking me out.
いえちょっと寄っただけですからすぐ帰ります。それよりおじいさんさくらはもうちゃんと帰ってきてますか？
造剣じゃ
Oh, his name. I was like, what? The old man says an unfamiliar word. Or I least I assume it's his name.
魔頭造剣お前さんが名乗ったというのにわしが名乗らんままではおかしかろ
Oh, okay. Kinda beat the shit out of your grandson a while back. Shinji's too prideful to, like, go crying to his grandfather, though. He would just suck it up and be like, whatever. Mato Zouken says so and walks toward the entrance. It seems like he doesn't care about me anymore. He's like, no threat. Overwhelmed. I see him off without a word. Okay. Interesting. I didn't I knew there'd probably be no characters, but another Mato was unexpected. And then
さくらならば帰ってきておる
that's good.
それよりエミヤシロアインツベルンの娘は双剣かね
Why would he ask us about that?
アインツ何ですか？
If he's like any ill person, I assume she just went back to nap. I don't know. He seems pretty scary. He could probably stay awake longer than most people and still beat the crap out of them.
とぼけるでないアインツベルンの娘がエミヤを訪ねるは通りこたびの座の出来はどうかと問うておる
Old man, I think you're being a bit presumptuous here. Huh? Yeah, that's fair. I don't understand at all. I'm sorry, Sakura, but your old man is pretty hard to deal with. Yeah.
どうやら本当に知らんらしいな、こ
Yeah,
れは。
not yet anyway. Not quite yet. Zouken sighs. He looks so shocked that I feel kind of sorry for him.
よくわかりませんけどすみません。
Why are you sorry, Shiro?
いやいや、お主が気に病むことはない。わしの勘違いじゃ。つまらぬことを言ってすまなかった。そら、孫たちに用があるのなら遠慮することはない。年寄りは隠居しておるでな。気兼ねなく尋ねるがよい。
No, I mean, you haven't really done anything wrong. You kind of made assumptions, but...
いや、今日は本当に寄っただけです。けど、おじいさん、この家に住んでいるんですか？
Yeah, Shiro's been to their place before, right? I'm pretty sure, so... Why would he have never seen the old man?
住んでおるとも。もっとも見ての通りの老体でな。日がな一日奥座敷でくたびれておる。
Okay, you were about to lay the beat down on Shiro. I feel like you're bullshitting us. I see. I came to their house until about a year ago. It seemed then that no one other than Sakura and Shinji lived there.
では失礼するぞ、エミヤシロウ君。うちの孫たちとよくしてやってくれ。
I can't make any promises about Shinji. I'm sorry, but I really can't. Zouken's just been napping through the last 2 routes. Would seem so. But to be fair, we also didn't come here that often, so... Despite his appearance, he leaves light footsteps. There's no change in the house. But the sound of the bugs suddenly stopped. Was that guy exerting that much pressure? Or are we being looked at by Ryder right now? Okay, we're back home with no incident. Wait, wasn't today supposed to be the day that Ilya confronted us? Or was... No. That happened the day before, but we skipped it because it was the exact same. So it gave us the option to skip. Right, I remember now. The day ends. Finishing a rowdy dinner and seeing Fujine off to take a bath. After that, I practiced my daily routine in the shed. I complete it as usual and go to sleep. It's 1 in the morning. The day ends peacefully with no troubles. That's good. That's real good. For now. Oh, awakening's the same, skip. Alright, here we go. After Fujine leaves, we lock the house and leave. Sakura's still being weird.
さくら、なんだよ、元気がないな。もしかして、また体調が悪くなったのか？
いえ、体の調子はいいです。先輩の方こそ大事はありませんか？今朝もどこか気分が悪そうでしたし、昨日の傷も悪化してるかもしれません。
She totally knows something. I refuse to believe that she's oblivious in all this. Or about all this. Yesterday's bruise? Oh, that welt on my left hand.
いや、あざはあれっきりだけどな。ただの腫れだからしばらくすれば治るだろう。
She must be worried about something as she continues to stare at me. Yeah, she's worried that you and Shinji are gonna have to fight.
いや、本当に大丈夫だって。大したことないぞ、本当。
Or maybe she thinks that he already has a servant and that he doesn't trust her and that's what she's upset about, maybe? I don't know. We'll see.
なんだよ。昨日からおかしいぞ、さくら。こんなのただのあざだろ？それとも何か？俺が寝てる間にさくらが踏んづけてできたあざだとか。
That'd be a fair reason to be awkward around you, I guess, but probably not. Definitely not.
先輩、私そんなに重くありません。私はただ、その...
Yes, go on.
ただその
間違いだって。
She totally knows. She totally knows. Okay. I was pretty sure, but now I'm 100% positive that she knows. Huh? I don't understand her. Sakura doesn't talk much, but she tends to say important things clearly. She doesn't usually talk like this.
先輩、お願いがあるんですけど、いいですか？
Lay it on me, girl.
ん？ああ、できる範囲でなら聞くけど、なんだ？
はい、私、明日の夜までお手伝いに来られないんです。その間、できるだけ家の中にいてもらえませんか？
Why?
それ、日曜のバイトは休めってことか？
I'm very sketched right now.
はい。できる限り家にいてほしいんです。私の用事が終わればお手伝いに来ますから。
まあ、一日ぐらい休んでもいいか。
At least you listened to her. But still, it's very, very sketch.
よし。じゃあ、休日は家でのんびりしてる。それでいいか、さくら。
Practice healthy social distancing stuff. Yeah. Oh, man, this game predicted the future, huh?
はい。そうしてもらえると助かります。
My question is, what does she know where she feels we should stay inside? That's my question. I guess it's fine to relax once in a while. Wait, I wonder if we're even gonna stay behind at school to deal with Shinji's work. If that doesn't end up happening, then, I guess it's fine to relax once in a while. I have some extra living expenses from working a lot recently, so I'll clean up all the junk this weekend. Very, very sketch. I guess that's all the same. Returning home. Saber's okay. There is a lot of stuff that's exactly the same, apparently. Fight. Actually, hang on. This is one of the bad ends. Actually, wait, hang on. Do the bad ends change across the different routes? Like, should I have gotten that first bad ending where we revoked the command spell? Or would it have been the exact same? I mean, I guess it's too late now, but just curious. This is one I don't have though. This one, oof. Nah, I'm just gonna continue with the story. Save Saber.